ones aren't around. But if you try, you know the dead ones don't back down. You shiver at midnight from the creaking sound of the cradle where your mother once laid you down. River, so the earth remains, but what remains is claimed by your boring. If I could have found you in time, maybe you'd be alright.
What the heck? This is better than what I get in the restaurant. Like, this is so delicious. Oh my gosh. So anyway, hi, hello. I guess this is how I'm starting the video. Welcome to another vlog. And my camera battery's, what? My camera battery's dying, hold on. We're back in business, sorry about that. It's another just winter week of my life here in Seoul. I've got a ceramics class coming up. What else am I doing? It might snow tomorrow. I just made this meal kit. I've been tempted before, but they're usually like meat centric, but this one is fully, I'm almost 100% sure that the broth was fully just fish based. So this is 100% pescatarian approved. But yeah, I love sundubu, I love sujabi. So a sundubu jjigae with sujabi, perfect. I kind of was planning on filming more yesterday and this morning, but I decided to just have a day to myself. So that was like a nice Monday to get some stuff done. I put together all by myself an electric, like a exercise bike for the house. And yeah, that's about it. I am going to embark on a journey. Kurt has a dinner meeting, so I'm eating dinner and I'm going in at this alone. Last video, I think I mentioned that I was going to watch Saltburn and I just was not in the mood. I ended up watching Anatomy of a Fall, which was quite interesting, quite long, but very interesting if you have the time. But yeah, so many of you guys were like, I need to know your thoughts on Saltburn. So here I am about to start it. It's 2 hours and 11 minutes. I don't know what to expect, so I am going to update you guys really soon. But before that, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is Squarespace. I talk about them so often that you can repeat this with me if you want to. Squarespace is a wonderful place to host your online presence. I have a personal blog that I have used for coming up on 5 years, I think. I am not a techie person whatsoever, but I was able to set up my website super easily because of their free templates. And they have really great features for hosting a website, such as a comment section, email subscription lists. They have really great analytics that I love to look at and see where you guys are coming from, what you're searching for, what you're looking at. And they also have monetization features in case you are thinking of opening up a shop or something like that. So I highly recommend them. You can actually go to squarespace.com right now, play with those free templates that I just talked about, see what your website could look like. And then when you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/caricakes to get 10% off of your first website or domain. My website is always linked in the description box as an example. And yeah, I'm gonna see you on the other side of this Saltburn. But thank you as always to Squarespace. Thank you so much to this meal kit. I'm so pumped. This was from Home Plus. If you guys have any kind of Home Plus near you. On to Saltburn, welcome to the vlog. So happy you're here. Here we go. Oxford, been there. You can watch my vlog. Okay, I'm sorry, just checking in. The little things in life. I love film. I mentioned it's that time of day where everyone's ordering their dinner and there's motorcycles everywhere. I mentioned in my last video that one thing I want to do more this year is get back into film and how I really miss it and how that used to be such a big part of my life. The thing I love about film is that I get really, if it's a good movie, even if it's not, but if it's a great movie, I feel really like enveloped in the world, and then I end up feeling very like surreal. Like the real world feels very bizarre when I go back to it. I remember it distinctly happening for Midsummer. I felt like I was drugged after walking out of that film. And so for like the rest of the day, everything was very just like hilarious, and I felt high for that whole day. And so for Saltburn, I am now exactly halfway through, and I stopped it so that I could run out, and I was suddenly craving coffee. I don't know what was going on. So I ran out in my pajamas, grabbed a coffee, decaf, came back in. The guy, I am the only person in this cafe. This is a very small cafe, okay? The only person there, he just came back from a bathroom break. So like I've been sitting there for a minute, like it wasn't a big deal. He makes my coffee. No one has come in other than me, and he like screams my order. I'm sitting next to the pickup area, and he's like, decaf Americano. I'm just like, I'm right here. And something about that just felt really surreal. And so then me like just jogging back in the cold in my pajamas with this Americano that was so just like enthusiastically given to me, it just felt surreal and bizarre, and I'm loving it. This is so strange. It's very like creepy, talented Mr. Ripley. I'm loving the soundtrack. I'm loving the cinematography. So I know it's gonna get weirder from here. It's already been weird, but off I go.
You don't need to be told, do you?
Good morning. Here with my usual yogurt bowl. Today I went for a matcha blend. Thoughts on Saltburn? Oof. Really loved the first half. Fully loved the cinematography, the soundtrack. The last half, it again just sort of felt like a talented Mr. Ripley, and I was waiting for them to add in some kind of social commentary or something, and it was just kind of like meaningless. Like they hinted at talking about race, they hinted at talking about wealth. I don't know, it just felt like a waste of an opportunity. So even though I enjoyed the act of watching it and thought it was beautiful and darkly hilarious, I think the last half was kind of a bummer for me. They were just like lacking something. So that's my take on Saltburn. This morning I'm gonna do a little bit of work, and I will catch you guys in a bit. So that's that. Happy Wednesday. See you in a bit. Let me know your thoughts about Saltburn as well. And yeah, see ya. Next we get a little scene where Simon, Luke, and Maya, and Jocelyn, and Clary are all... I'm also trying out this camera because Susan was so nice to gift it to me, and I just always forget to use it. Let me know what you think of this quality and this sound. This is the DJI something or other. Woo! Let me know what you think.
Good morning from Seoul Forest. Good afternoon. It's like 1, 2. Did a little work this morning, and now I'm heading out to read a book, write a little bit, get some fresh air. It's beautiful today. I've been listening to Ethel Cain for like 2 weeks straight and it's the kind of soundtrack I've got going on that I just want to walk endlessly. It's a little too cold, so I'm gonna see the deer and then hit a cafe.
Everyone seems to care.
Hello, good morning. Today I did a little bit of reading and editing. Now it's around 2 and I'm pretty soon gonna actually head back over to Kurt's office and we're gonna do some localization and stuff. But before that, I want to show you what books I actually got yesterday. Hold on. Ooh, okay. So I ended up buying 4 books. I went in thinking I only wanted to get 1, so I bought and finished. Luckily, this was only like, how much was this? This was my most expensive book. Oh my God. Okay. So this was with exchange rate about 18 bucks. So, oh my God. But this is The Premonition by Banana Yoshimoto. I have read her other work before and I enjoyed it. This is actually from the 80s, but this is like a new translation. I enjoyed it, but then it took a turn where I was sort of like, ooh, ooh. I'm not sure how I felt. I read it in basically 2 sittings, but yeah, I would say get this from the library instead of paying $18 for it. Cari. After that, I got my own copy, my physical copy of Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. If you watch my book channel, you know this was one of my favorite books of the year, and I underlined so much. Like, it's a teeny book. It's so short, but I swear to God, I underlined half of the book. Like, every line was just so beautiful. So I got my own copy and I really like these. What are these? Penguin Classics, Penguin Vintage, Penguin Modern Classics. And I'm happy to have it in my library for life. Next up, I got one that's, the cover's bent, whatever. East of Eden, John Steinbeck. I want to try and get more into, at least, like, I'm not gonna have a high reading goal here. I'm gonna go for like 1 a year, just 1 classic. I think, at least when I was growing up in high school, The Pearl was mandatory reading, required reading. So I have read Steinbeck before. I haven't read The Grapes of Wrath, but I want to try and read East of Eden. This is another tiny print book. So this will probably take me a really long time. I think this is a book I might read like a couple pages of a day. And, you know, usually these, like, I finish in 1 day. This, I feel like, will take me months, perhaps. Actually, let me, if you're wondering about this book, last time I bought a book on this channel, I got the end of August and I read 10% of it about. This is a monster of a book to read because it's written in a really unique way. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but basically, like, one of the characters is training for a marathon and we are with her as she is running her first marathon. And the way that it's written, the author literally writes each inhale and exhale. So as you're reading it, it feels like you are also running the marathon, because something about reading about the pace of someone's breath makes you breathe that way. So I'm reading the book in a cafe and I'm just like, it was a task to get to the 75th page. And so this is another one that I'm just kind of taking bites of. I don't know when I will ever finish this book. So if you're wondering what is ever gonna happen to this book, wish me luck. And then for my surprise, I'm actually going to Japan next month, and I wanted just a little book to bring with me and read, and this is People from My Neighborhood by Hiromi Kawakami. I attempted to read Strange Weather in Tokyo and I didn't really like it, but people have said really great things about this one in particular, so I'm going to bring this cute little one to Japan with me. So that's what's going on, and yeah, we're gonna in a second go head over to Kurt's office. See you there.
Or if I heard a murder is in town, and if you try, you know these murderers don't back down.
Oh, good morning. I am in Myeongdong. I'm heading to Mess We Made to do a ceramics class. I've loved Mess We Made for years. I've shown you their cafe. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've shown you their cafe multiple times, but I've never done their one-day class. And it turns out the owner watches this channel and was like, hey, would you like to come? Because I met her at a small business event. And so Gisela and I are gonna do a class, but I just ran in to get water or cari at this convenience store, and the guy working there was from Uzbekistan, and we had just the sweetest chat, because he was like, because I was speaking in Korean, because I never know like how do you speak to other foreigners in Korea. He was like, so I guess you're not a tourist, and you know, what are you doing here, and asking me about work culture and stuff like that. It was just like a cute chat. I always say that I kind of miss that in Korea. We don't get a lot of just like random conversations with strangers. So that was he was so cute. Anyway, it's windy, gotta go.
Because the alley beside you has seizure declaring a young man had died. River, the earth remains, but what remains is claimed by your glory. If I could have warned you in time, maybe you'd still be fine.
And on that note, I'm going to end the vlog here. It's Saturday night, it's snowing. I don't know why I came out to my rooftop without my coat on, so I'm just in my slippers, like I'm going inside real fast. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me. Once again, thank you so much to Squarespace. Information will be down below, but you can go to squarespace.com/caricakes to get 10% off. You can go to squarespace.com/caricakes to get 10% off your first website or domain. And yeah, just truly thank you. I just feel so good. This week was just really, something about it was so fulfilling. I think working with Kurt and stuff like that, going into an office, I don't know, I just felt very fulfilled being able to do my personal work, but then also working on like a bigger project. I don't know, just great, absolutely great. And then there was snow, there was a really warm, beautiful day. I bought books, I read some really good books. Just fantastic. Got to see some friends. Yeah, looking forward to the future, looking back happily at the past. It's wonderful. The wind is picking up. I'm freezing, so I'm gonna go inside. If you want to check out probably last week's video, it's very important. The stuff that I worked on today and that Kurt and the team worked on so hard this entire week was launched in my last video if you want to check it out. And that's where I kind of did a Q&A about my like creator life, whatever. So anyway, before it starts snowing any harder and my fingers fall off, I'm gonna go, but I'll see you guys next week. Just thank you so much always, really, and I'll catch you next time. Okay.